Diablo Immortal is breaking all the records since its initial release, and its popularity is growing leaps and bounds. Although some Diablo fans have been pleased with certain aspects of the game, Blizzard Entertainment has received a lot of criticism in recent days for the game's pay-to-win components. Microtransactions are okay in a video game that is free to play. While certain products are generally despised, everybody has some that they are okay with, even though some would never purchase. While most people will avoid aesthetics, money savers are heavily criticized. In the end, everything comes down to how microtransactions affect the game experience, and in Diablo Immortal, they shape it. It takes $110,000 to completely outfit up one avatar, according to some enthusiasts of this game. That's a ludicrous sum of money, and it's causing a lot of angst among Diablo fans. Microtransactions and pay-to-win aspects have been a major source of discontent among gamers in recent years. Free-to-play games can bring in billions of dollars for their creators, but there is a predatory aspect that can emerge. These components have been linked to betting throughout the years, and some players will shun anything with microtransactions as a consequence. It's unclear whether Blizzard will make any adjustments as a result of the criticism over Diablo Immortal, but fans are rightly furious. The response is a resounding yes. According to longtime fans, pundits, and players, pay-to-win is disgustingly present in Diablo Immortal. The phrases "a swindle," "shameful," "tactless," and "another piece of software meant to make minors steal their parents' money" have all been used to describe Diablo Immortal to date. On Metacritic, the game presently has a 0.5 user rating. Considering the uproar, it's strange that the game wasn't given an absolute 0, but it seems that some people thought it was at least deserving of a 1 for its gameplay, which is undoubtedly entertaining. That hasn't achieved much to defend it from the charges, though. The game's in-game cash store and treasure box gacha feature is the main issue that led to the pay-to-win label. Players must pay for legendary gems immediately to completely enhance their equipment. These gems are presently inaccessible through regular gaming, along with the crest mechanism, which enables players to buy power by paying a little fee. Additionally, it affects more than simply rifts. PvP battlegrounds are allegedly dependent on whether the side acquires the bigger whale or the person who will pay the most on micropayments, according to concerns from players. One video has demonstrated the huge benefit paid players receive in PvP. Diablo streamer and expert Raxinerax was defeated in a broadcast PvP match by what can only be described as a paid imbalance. Raxinerax even identified the whale player who would subsequently win the opposition MVP award in the video before the game. Raxinerax saw the disparity in power between the sides and commented, "Yeah, the pay-to-win has utterly wrecked PvP. This is unfortunate, since the battlegrounds are truly entertaining. But the game is now destroyed." Many Diablo Immortal players and fans are rightfully angry, even though some appear to be fine with this microtransaction approach. In contrast, due to its microtransactions, the release of Star Wars Battlefront 2 was also marred by criticism. Of course, EA was able to salvage the situation, and the game's reputation is now much better. But at the time of its release, it was anticipated that it would require over 4,500 hours of gaming, about half a year, or $2,000, to unlock all of the game's content. This is surpassed by the microtransactions in Diablo Immortal, especially when they are connected to a function as crucial as endgame progression. If the details of this game seem confusing to you, it is intentionally confusing. The architecture of the game encourages users to advance more quickly in exchange for real money. It almost seems like a mashup of the worst time-saving and pay-to-win strategies. Considering that Bellular News also breaks it down, it may take gamers 10 years to fully develop their character. It takes a lot of time to play RPG, looters, dungeon crawlers, and other types of games. That was reasonable to expect from Diablo 2, Diablo 3, and ultimately Diablo 4, so Diablo Immortal time commitments are not unreasonable. But 10 years is a long time. When compared to the actual cost of the microtransactions, it becomes much worse. Not to add that Diablo Immortal players frequently encounter the game's established level wall. Fundamentally, at a certain point, leveling up gets more difficult and takes longer. It's not that this specific aspect of the game necessitates the use of legendary gems, but rather that once players have completed this in Slash, or arrived at that goal, such microtransactions become much more alluring. When compared to Diablo Immortal, the pity system, similar to the one in Genshin Impact, makes the latter game, infamous for its gacha aspects, appear like a brilliant system. This encourages players to spend more money in the hopes of finding 5-star goods for their Diablo Immortal endgame builds, but they end up earning less for their money. For more information, be sure to don't forget to give like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.